I personally think he's responsible for the midfield, and the midfield is winding me up. Now, if he goes and gets 2 midfielders that I think are good enough, I think that becomes a very good team overnight, and he might end up being the guy. But I'm concerned why he's not the guy, because he won't do the thing that is so bleeding obvious. As I said at the start of the show, you put Conor Gallagher and Tyler Adams in that midfield. In fact, no, put Sander Berge in that midfield with James Garner. You know, give me another 2. Don't give me Anderson and Wharton. Give me 2 relatively decent midfielders in the Premier League. And, you know, Idrissa Gueye at Everton and Kamara at Aston Villa. Palhinha at Spurs. I'm telling you now, and it's only my opinion, but if you put just 2 half-decent midfielders in Man United's midfield for the rest of the season, we'll get top 4. We will. We absolutely will. I haven't watched football for nearly 40 years to not understand certain elements of the game. And I'm absolutely convinced that if you put 2 half-decent midfielders in there tomorrow, we'll be in Europe next season, in the Champions League next season. And people will go, oh God, what a load of rubbish. But I've watched the games. I've watched us every week. I've seen the space. I've seen the lack of discipline. I don't think people really grasp. Well, I do. I think most of you do. But I don't think people really grasp that the manager picks the team and he's allowing his midfield to be indisciplined, slow and wide open every game. You know, I look at that United side and I go, there are so many things you could do to solve that. I genuinely would think about putting Delo in there. I genuinely would have thought about putting Mazraoui in there. I would just try and get 2 players that are disciplined, who know the job. And I'm telling you now, let's go back to, let's say, Conor Gallagher and Sander Berge. You drop them in the Man United midfield as the midfield 2. What are they going to do? They're going to be disciplined. They're going to talk to each other. They're going to take responsibility. They're going to get the ball and feed Cunha to feet. They're going to get the ball and feed Ahmad. They're going to get the ball and feed Mbeumo. They're not going to do anything erratic. They're just going to get the ball, give the ball, support the attack with runs, but only when they need to. Discipline, cover the areas, win the ball back, give the ball. I'm telling you now, we would change overnight. My optimism would change overnight. I would go from, I'm not sure whether this is the guy, to, I think this could be the guy. That's the missing piece for me. I know there's conversations about youth. There's conversations about, you know, maybe we need players down the left, down the right. But fundamentally, if you genuinely want to know why Amorim frustrates me, it really is as simple as, what are you doing with your midfield and how have you not figured this out yet?